Yeah, and sometimes I wonder if I hold on too much on this life, but on the other hand, I don't think so, because my intent is really to go or to be real, or to recognize the real me, the real all is. But
yeah, now that's a big journey.
yeah.
So because life is endless, okay, see, I don't use eternity or forever. No, that's in creation. Okay, forget all that. No, it's endless. There's no end to it. So what does that tell you? There's no time limit. Your journey is endless. So, but you decide every moment how you want to learn to recognize it.
Yeah.
You decide that every moment. And that's where you take a conscious participation in every moment to decide how to recognize it. See, most of the time, the attention is everywhere else in the world or creation. Of course it is. You're thinking things, whatever. And so, yeah, the new you sessions are not magic. They're just to start you off and create this connection. And also the vibrations burn off your karma and your tap lines. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that helps to do that. You're starting to do that. Okay? All right? You're starting to do that. But that decision, okay, it's like building your own ship. Yeah. First, you got to build the ship if you want to sail the seas, right? So you got to figure out how to build the ship. And then you got to figure out how to sail the seas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. See, this is a big journey. You don't see any, do you know anybody you know that's building their own ship to sail the seven seas? No, you don't know them, do you?
No, I don't. Figure out myself. Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to have fun with this too. I do too. Ava and I have fun all the time. Ava's a sweetheart. She's wonderful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. And anytime you want to talk to Ava in German or whatever, go ahead. It's you do that, but we're always here for you, Nicole.
Yeah.
We're here for everybody.
Really glad. So it's really a lot of stuff and complicated, and also with the language, it's not easy, but
yeah.
I think I said, and now I got more than before, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Just learn to be now.
Yeah.
And learn to see your intent, and you decide how to recognize whatever it is in life that already is. You see, it already all is. So you decide what you want to recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it?
It's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really neat because
believe, but it's cool. No.
Yeah, and the boys are there. They're guides. But it's your life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the big step is a real purpose, and that is that when your real intent is to stand real and be real with the all is, and see the intent of the all is, because it's about survival, and it supports you. So when you support this isness with your intent, then it supports you, so no one can touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's real.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's so cool. So we're not spiritual, we're not good, we're not this or that, we're not moral, we're real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting when I think the new you are only in my head or really, then it really, really feels good. And
Good.
And I think something is happening, or it supports me or whatever.
Also, your children, when I raised my daughter, because I knew what I knew, I always pointed her to the real side. And she had awesome, wonderful experiences. You will learn so much from your children if they will pay attention to the real side.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you will learn a whole lot for you. Yes. and things will be said and shown, and Chris would tell me things, and other people and other seers. I've dealt with many people, and you're going to learn a lot from others, especially if they will learn to look to the real side. Like your 6-year-old, you can ask them, "Gee, sweetie, what did you dream?"
Yeah.
You can say, "Hey, do you want to fly in your dreams? Let's you and me go flying in our dreams." Now, you may not remember, but the kids many times remember. They have awesome experiences because they're not conditioned like we are as adults.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. And I did that because when Lindsay was a little baby, that's what I started relating to her. I didn't care about teaching her the ABCs and that because my wife was a school teacher. I figured she'll get it later. I don't even care about that. All I care about is the real side, what's going on with the real guys and ReBiSAR and them. And she had experiences all the time. We had so much fun when she was like 3 and 4 and 5 years old. When she was young, we talk about this stuff all the time.
What they tell me sometimes.
Oh, yeah. They will tell you wonderful things because, see, they don't have any ideas about things. They just experience things, and then they will share. I had a neighbor years ago. He had a daughter and a son, but I saw them on the real side. And the little girl, when she was about 4 or 5, she remembered her name from her past life. Yeah,
unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. The kids are cool. She would say that, and she would tell her mom and dad, well, they knew me. And I say, oh, that's her past life. She remembers her name. And I saw them on the real side. They're sweethearts. But, as they grow up, they make different decisions. Like my daughter, all of a sudden at 12 years old, Lindsay said, no, I don't do that anymore, Dad. And then she became the teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it. She's on her own journey now. It's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, you cannot.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's not easy. But.
Well, it is hard. But, just like a soldier going through boot camp and all that stuff, it's hard.
Yeah.
But the end result, is wonderful. And you can be like the sun shining, and even better than that, all aware. But you got to figure it out.
Yeah. No, I will.
So now you have the best references to do that.
Thank you so much.
And no restrictions, no laws, no guidelines, no beliefs and all this funny stuff.
Sorry.
It's just a wonderful isness that's endless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
But I think it's important to figure out who I am and what is my real you, like you told me. And
it takes time. It takes time, sweetie. Life is big. That's why this is why it took us millions of lifetimes just to get here.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is big. Okay.
Really big.
It's really big. Okay. Yeah. Well, you help to bring the real light, which is awareness, into this world just by the fact that you're open to it, you see?
Yeah.
Yes, sweetie. See, so you're doing your part the best you can just by being there, and it's very important. And you're helping a lot of people where they don't notice it, but you're helping this world. So it's wonderful that you're here with us. Yes.
I don't know because I don't see it, but I do.
Well, it's invisible. You learn to recognize it because it's invisible. You see? Yeah. Just like the air you're breathing, it's invisible, but you learn to recognize how you're breathing it. You see?
Yeah, and one can feel it, I think. So,
Well, feeling is one thing, but it's not feeling. It's like the sun shining. There's no feeling.
Yeah.
It's awareness.
It's there,
Now, the feeling is with your personal self. If you want to be happy, sad, or whatever, that's with your personal self, okay? But your real awareness has its own experience with what life is. It's even better because there's no restrictions.
And this I have to figure out.
And you will. You just keep at it and just give yourself time. And just like, I'm sure when your children were very little, maybe 3 or 4, and one of them said, you know, Mommy, I want to be big like you. Well, you know that takes time, right?
Bigger,
You're not going to do it overnight. It takes a while, doesn't it?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But it comes very fast. Yeah. Yeah. So you see that, and all of a sudden you realize, gee, you're older, right?
Yeah.
They're getting bigger, and then all of a sudden you realize, gee, I'm older. You know, it's like, oh, okay. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's all okay, because when the time is right, you just step out of this body and you're okay, because you have the awareness. You took the time to recognize you don't need to be limited or restricted anymore. Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
It will all be fine. We're here for you. The real guides are there for you.
Yeah.
Just learn to stand real with them and just recognize what's going on. Yeah, that's the fun part. Yeah.
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 Now and enjoy and
Everything's fine. You're fine. You're doing fine.
Yeah, thank you. So that's great.
It's not like in school where you had to strive and you had to stress and do all that stuff to get that A or B, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You just take your time and recognize what's real and wonderful. Gee, that's the best part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You're fine.
No, it's not possible. Yeah.
Yes, sweetie. No obligations. Okay, we'll speak again. Okay.
Yeah, we'll speak again. And thank you very much. And
that's all right. Thank you for showing up.